who founded the world's first museum before the word museum even existed? You may be surprised. The very first known museum dates all the way back to 530 BC and was established by a woman, a Neo-Babylonian princess named Ennigaldi-Nanna. To understand how this museum came to be, we need to start with Ennigaldi's father, Nabonidus, the last king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire who ruled over Ur in present-day Iraq. What made him truly unique was his deep fascination with the history, traditions, and rituals of the Babylonian Empire. He didn't just admire the past. He actively collected and excavated historical objects, which is why many historians consider him the first known archaeologist. One day during his excavations, Nabonidus uncovered a stela which described a ritual in which the king's daughter was dedicated to the moon god Sin, a rule that quite conveniently made her the high priestess of Ur, a position of immense religious and political power. For 6 centuries, this sacred office had been vacant. But once Nabonidus discovered the stela, he became especially alert to divine signs. Not long afterward, he interpreted a solar eclipse as an omen and revived the tradition, appointing his own daughter, Ennigaldi, as high priestess. Her birth name has been lost to time, but the name we know her by, Ennigaldi-Nanna, translates to Nanna requests a high priestess in Syrian. As high priestess, Ennigaldi's primary role was to serve as the human wife of the moon god Sin. She also managed a major temple complex and ran a school for priestesses, where she educated girls from noble families. Inspired by her father's passion for history, Ennigaldi began collecting artifacts as well. Then she combined the two collections and did something truly groundbreaking. She organized the collection and created what we now recognize as the world's first museum. The artifacts in her collection ranged from 2100 BC to 600 BC. That means the oldest pieces were over 1500 years old even back then. The items told the story of the Babylonian Empire past. This wasn't just a random display of old things. It had a purpose. Ennigaldi likely used the collection as a teaching tool, sharing it with her students, visiting dignitaries, and diplomats to help them understand Babylonian history and heritage. But what made her museum truly revolutionary wasn't just its age or educational mission, it was its organization. Each exhibit was accompanied by a clay cylinder with inscriptions in 3 languages, making them the earliest known museum labels in history. This means Ennigaldi not only preserved history, she also pioneered museum cataloging more than 2,000 years before the concept was formally adopted. For the context, the first public museum, the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford, wasn't open until 1683. Sadly, Ennigaldi's museum didn't last long. About 30 years after it was founded, the Euphrates River shifted its course, causing Earth's decline. The museum was abandoned and forgotten until 1925, when British archaeologist Sir Charles Leonard Woolley and his wife, Catherine Woolley, excavated the site. Today, many of the artifacts from Ennigaldi's collection are housed in the British Museum in London. So the next time you step into a museum, remember, you are following in the footsteps of a Neo-Babylonian princess who had the vision to preserve and teach history more than 2,500 years ago. For more museum mysteries, subscribe and see you soon.